comments. How do you add comments to this thing? Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out data. I'm watching this to make sure. Nothing's like spending time with old friend. How are you doing, Brian? I'm doing good. So I just thought I'd do an hour show tonight. Just something so you guys can, before the games start, you know, just before football. I think football's tonight. Maybe the games have already started. Let me set this so I can see, make sure I can see everything. And so I am building the lunar lander, the Mars lander, and this used to be a 1969 retro reproduction. Okay. And this is the kit. It's made by USA by Semora, Dayton, Ohio. I want to see if I can get some more of these. This is a nice rocket, Seymour Rock. Working shock absorber here. That's what I just finished the shock gear. Okay. All right. I can't really see the comments, guys, so you can watch the comments, or somebody will have to. I've got my other camera, so I know that you guys can see me. Okay, so all right. So what I'm doing now is, so we sell a lot of rockets at ProTinkerToys, and this should be a hobby, especially for the fall and for Christmas. You build your kits at Christmas, and then you fly them either in spring or fall. And you can build them in the summertime on a hot day. And so what we're doing is we're going to do the landing gear, which are these little pods right here. This is what I'm going to build tonight and get all these landing struts finished. Okay. I think we're about 15 seconds behind. I think. These are what we're going to build, is these little struts that are right here. See these little struts here? So that's what we're going to be building. And I've done some preliminary sanding on these things. And the best glue I've found, especially for building these model kits, these model rocketry, it's called Rapid Fuse by DAP. This stuff is really good stuff. Rapid Fuse by DAP. I mean, it bonds anything. Plastic to paper to paper to plastic. So not everything is slot cars because, you know, there's multiple hobbies that people like to get into. So that if you want to get into other hobbies, you can build model rockets, which I think are the funnest hobby. There's something about model rocketry. It's almost like you're a mini launch. Oh, I got my shuttle all rebuilt. I just have to sand this a couple more times and paint it. Okay, so we got this all rebuilt, and I've got the new, I had to rebuild I built this scratch. I had to build a new hook. Okay, there's a new hook here that allows the rocket to hook onto the launch pad, or the launch rocket. See, it goes right in here. See that? Can you see that, everybody? Let me get it. I'm way too high with the camera. That's a good shot right there. See that? So that's all ready to go now. And so we're going to launch that. I hope to launch that next Saturday. Okay, so what we're doing is the landing pods. This is a pretty nice kit. Now, this is an advanced kit. You know, this is not for somebody that's a novice, let's put it that way. It's not a kit for a novice person. So let's see here, we need 4 of these. All right, so we got all the parts for the landing pod. I got home safely yesterday at about 3 o'clock. All right, so these are all the components I need for the landing pads. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some glue around here. Then we're going to put some here. All right, so here, well, I can't do a question because you guys can't, I can't see what you guys are commenting on. I thought I could do it on this other iPad, but I don't know how to change to where add data, feedback, help, settings. Let's see, maybe settings here. No, that's not it. Oh, darn it. Live, save, report, or like, I'm watching now, 8 people watching. I don't know how to change it to where I can see the comments. It won't allow me to do the comments. Shoot. Report. Huh. Share. Report. Dislike. Save. Oh well. We'll just put that back over there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is put the tops to the landing feet, the glue on top. U&M gave me this model kit, and he said to build this, so I thought that was awful nice of U&M to buy this model kit for me. I don't know why these people are so nice to me, but it's awful nice of them to want to be nice and buy me a model kit. The only problem was with this model kit, they didn't have enough dowel rods. They had, I didn't have enough to do these landing struts. These are the landing struts. They're really cool because they'll automatically, these kind of tie up here, and then they automatically drop when it goes into landing mode. And they're very sturdy too. Once I get them all together, I'm going to then shellac them once and then spray paint them red. They'll all be painted red. Okay, because that's what these little landing pads, see, are for these. See that? Cool, isn't it? Okay, now we need to put the interior strip inside. And then once you put the glue on, or the paint, these will look really nice. But the problem is, I got to get the glue on that so it sticks. Well, for some reason this is not sticking like it should. Of course, it wants to stick to my finger like crazy, but it won't stick itself. We will let it sit there for a second so that landing gear can dry. There we go. Now we need 4 other pieces. These go on the landing legs as supports. Now again, I can't read the comments because I don't have it turned around. I can turn around the camera, but it's not, the camera is the front camera from when where the screen is. It's not a good camera. I mean, I can do that if you guys want me to, but then I could read the comments once in a while. Alrighty, so and then I'm going to shellac this later. So let's put a little bit of glue in here. I usually will put it like right here. One thing about this glue, man, does it stick. When this stuff dries, you're never going to have to worry about it. And then that's where these things go. These little things here. These will, I'll show you in a second. They kind of like supports. See how they support the landing gear? And then we have a smaller piece that goes on the bottom, which are these pieces right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, so this is called the Mars Lander. It's made by Semrock. And we're going to put a little bit of glue on here, which gives that a little bit of landing support. Now I'm going to let this dry, and then I'll be able to sand all that tonight or tomorrow in the next build. Like that little flak there. See, I'll sand that off. But that's what the landing gear looks like. Now we'll put a little bit of glue here, not a lot. I'm going to try to redo, I'm going to do this a different way. It's called the Mars Lander. And UNM brought this a couple weeks ago and gave this to me. And I thought, well, you know, I'll spend tonight an hour building this from 7 to 8 or 6 to 7. And then when I paint this, you won't even notice all this flak here. A lot of it's made of cardboard. It's not really balsa wood, it's more of a cardboard. Yep. We've got like 5 new rockets at ProTinkerToys.com. ProTinkerToys.com. We got 5 new rockets. We have this really cool one that's got like a launch shuttle on it. And then we've got a big Bertha, I think, or this, not Bertha. What's the name of it? Oh, shoot, I can't think of it real quick. So these are all the landing pods. So I've already built these. These are the landing struts that are basically these pieces right here is what I'm building. These pieces right here. Okay. That's what I'm building, these landing struts. And what it happens is when it lands, these things drop down, and so it kind of lands upright. Pretty cool, isn't it? Because I don't think there's a parachute. Yeah, there's a parachute. Let's see here, parachute. I don't think there's a parachute. I think it just lands on the legs. That's why they have to be very strong. I'm having to build these things. I have to build them very strong. Alrighty, so now what we do is we'll finish gluing them to the 4 struts. I gotta cut this one off so it's exactly the same height. We want these as strong as possible so when they land, when it lands, they don't break. Because this has to take the struts of a landing. And when these are all dry, these will be a very strong landing gear. Very strong. Now these little rubber things, these go on the end of this, so we have to put a little bit of glue on here. These go on the end of these parts here, because this is rubber, and so what it does is these kind of fold into the rocket like this, and because they're rubber, it'll automatically drop down. I hope so. Because I think it goes up into here like this. Because that's what this rubber band is for. Okay, so we got that one glued. Got that one done. Then what I'm going to do is put another bead of glue on this before I sand it. So there's plenty of glue holding this whole strut together. Because this has to dry. This guy's going to go boom like this when it hits the ground. And you don't want it to collapse. Okay, so we have all of the landing gears, all 4 of those. So these can go over here. These are all ready. Now the next part is the engine mount. See how it says to put extra glue? So we're going to put that once those dry, once all this dries, and you got a little ball here, and I've got to put that ball in the center of that, which I wondered what these balls are for. Now I know. I didn't see them before. I hope I didn't throw them away. Oh, here they are. Here's one. Uh-oh. Okay, there's one. Oh, shoot. Here's two. They're little plastic balls. I wondered what these were for, and I didn't look at the instruction good enough. So I'm going to have to find these. Where are the other ones? So they're going to go in here, right here. And then you're going to push this. Huh, cool. Oh, it kind of acts like a almost like a hinge. It gives it a flexibility, more flexibility. That's cool. See that, how it flexes? So what I need to do is I need to find those other two little balls. Oh, brother. Oh my goodness. Okay, so okay, we got one right here. Let's put it back in the bag. Let's put these back in the bag. So I don't lose this one. All right. If I have to look on the floor, I will. Okay, so there's one. All right, so let's look for all these balls. It's got to be right here, because I just opened this packet. Now, I think I know where they might be. I think it might have dropped on the ground over here. Right at my... I thought they'd be right here. There's another one. All right, I got two of them. I need one more. One more. One more ball. It's probably right around here. It's not that far away, I bet. There it is. Got it. I got it. I go good. Good. I got all three of them. All right, so I have all three. So let's just do these right now before I lose them. So we're going to put these all in the landing struts. See all three of them right there? You see them right there, guys? So now what we're going to do is put all of them in the struts so they all look like this one. See this? So this is the landing strut. This kind of retracts, and then when it lands, okay, I think they're folded in like this. So when it lands, it goes like this. Boom. You see where that joint, see where that ball is? And that ball helps this plastic to move better. That's ingenious too, whoever thought of that. Isn't that cool? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna force another one in there. We're gonna get it started. And then we're gonna stick the 1/8 in dowel rod in. Ouch. Ouch. There we go. Okay, so that one's done. Now, next one. I wondered what that bulge was in that it showed this ball, but I didn't see the putting the instructions on this are missing part or missing instructions. They don't tell you on some of the dimensions. They don't give you hinge dowel support, so I know where that is, but I'm gonna cut myself. Shoot. Ow! Now you stop that. Oh crud. I just broke that dowel rod, darn it. All right, so now I need 4 dowel rods. I need the hinge support dowel. Make 4 of them. Landing gear strut strap-ons, because you need those on too. So what we're gonna do is cut 4 of these hinge support or things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, they say for you to cut these or to glue these also. So we're going to glue the ends of these. Because again, this is part of the landing gear. And you're going to want to make sure the landing gear does not fall apart. Okay? You do not want the landing gear to fall apart. And that is your landing gear strut. Okay? That's what it looks like. And it just kind of moves back and forth. Tweak, 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 tweak. Isn't that cool? And then these rubber bands is what helps it on, and then it helps it drop it down. All righty. Now I got glue all over my fingers. That could be good tonight. And one more. And the original one. I use Rapid Fuse by DAP. It's a really good glue. All right, so now these are completely finished. These are all the landing gears, which is really the hard part. I would say it's the hard part. None of this is really hard to build. These are pretty simple kits. Now, it does say it's an advanced kit. This is an advanced kit. So let me get the landing struts. Let's see. Hey, guys. Yeah, thanks, Sodcar Valley. Tonight is model building. This is Far Out Space Nuts capsule, Kim. Robert Fish, any bets on whether Brian's going to glue his fingers together? This is a Far Out Space Nuts capsule. Yes, that's exactly. That's the Jerry Lewis movie, Far Out Space Nuts capsule. That's a good movie. Very good rock, very cool rocket. Feels like it's been cheering soundtrack. I'm a spoiled rotten, you bet. LOL. Okay, so everybody's just kind of having fun tonight. All right, so now let's get the launch tube. So I need to get this stuff here. Okay, I don't want to drop that. Oh boy. Okay, now this part is really the fun part. I always love doing this. Masking tape. All right, so 1.5 inch. All right, so I need to cut this out. Of course, this won't go straight. All right, so this is the rocket launching. This goes around here like this. Let's use a little bit of tape to hold this on here. All right, now we're going to put this, let's see here. Engine mounting marking guide. And we're going to mark all these. Once we got it marked, then we just kind of go like this. Oh, come on here now. All right. Now, all those are marked. Now what we need to do is cut 1.5 inches. And then that's where this goes. This is what holds your rocket engine. And we're going to cut a little hole right here. And you just stick that in there like that. And that's where your rocket engine is going to slide into. You got to take some tape. And we're also going to glue it. And that is that. Now that will dry. All right, now next page, we go to the next page, engine mount. This is the big piece. One inch is the retainer ring. 1 inch. 1 inch. Now we have all the rings that go on. Now I can't read the comments because I'm watching the screen. Well, my trip to Vegas and back was very successful. Very excited. Everything went so well. I'm just so excited. All right, so now what we're going to do is we have to attach all these rings to this fuselage thing. So we need one of them is a 1/2 inch. And then another one is 1 1/4 inches. 1 1/4 inches. So this one goes right at the end. Right at the end, just like that. See how it goes right at the end? Then these two, what these are motor mount stabilizers, so that when it goes into the fuselage, it holds it to a secure location. So we're going to put a bead right here, and we're going to move this one into place first, because that's the furthest one in. And we're going to turn it. We're going to turn it so the glue gets stuck. See how the glue is going to make a nice bead on it? Now you can push it forward, but this glue is so strong. It literally, once you put it in place, it won't go anywhere. That's why I love using this glue, because once you put it there, it's there. See it? I mean, look, my fingers are stuck. Look, my fingers are stuck together. Look. Oh, that one's stuck now. They're all stuck. Everything's being stuck. Oh, oh my gosh. Now we're going to put some right here at the end. Right at the end here. And we're going to turn that a little bit. I did find that there's a bunch of hobby stores in Canada that really want to carry the product more than they do now. All right, so that is your engine mount. And that is what the rocket engine will stick inside. And that will hold everything. Now the next part is the main assembly at 7 o'clock. Who's calling at 7 o'clock? Theodore, what the heck are you doing? I just realized that. Thanks a lot. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, see the instructions. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. See, they're not. The instructions do not get are not the most notch align notches with lines. Yeah. See, now it tells you to do that. Yeah. See what happens when you don't listen to me. Oh my God. Well, of course I don't. I don't read every single because I'm a genius. I'm a genius. What does a genius need for? Okay, one of them is lined up correctly. I just have to be able to twist this other one. All right, I'll let you go, Theodore Bundy. Bye. All right, so Theodore Ted says that I did this wrong, and he's right. But because I didn't push this forward, I think I still can turn this. I can, because that's not really tight. Because these all have to line up. These holes have to line up. Because what happens is these holes here. You see these holes here? You see these holes here? These are where this goes in here like this. Okay, so they have to line up because these are what then does the landing. See, these will drop down like this. Okay, these all four will go attached to like this. All right. I'll show you what it looks like when it. I'll just get it to how these things are attached, so you guys can get an idea of how I almost screwed this up. And good thing Ted called because this would have been screwed up. Okay. So we got Ted to call. Ted called. We got this all fixed here. All right. So these are your four landing gears. See, they go into this chassis like this. Okay. And then these will all come down like this. And when it lands, it will land like this. It'll go shh, boom, like that. Now, isn't that cool? Look at how it's engineered. It is kind of neat, actually. I just think it is really cool. That's the problem with these dentures. I can't speak correctly. I speak like a. Okay, I'm going to turn this around and see. I'm going to read some comments. I think you guys have got a good picture, don't you? So let me turn this around here. And let's go like this. All right, we'll put it down like this here. Put this down here like this so you guys can see. Let's see let's see. Brian, maybe if Brian paid a tiny bit of attention to the live streams, he wouldn't have to make mistakes. Well, for one thing, I already told Robert that I wasn't watching. Looks like a great show. Kim, yes. Is that Kim? Which Kim? Is that Kim Fields? I told Robert that I'm not reading the comments because the camera was turned the other way around. Now, I turned the camera around. It might not be as good as picture, okay? Good grief. Good thing I only have 10 more minutes. All right. All right, so right now we've got a large amount of the rocket, the most important part, which is the landing system, done, okay? It's just fine, Brian. Oh, thanks. Now, see, and this is what it looks like, your landing gear system. See how the landing gear, see, that's what it looks like. All right, so we turn it around like this. That's cool. That's kind of neat, actually. That is really cool. That's going to be a cool launch. I can't wait to launch this. All right, so the next part is the main housing unit. And spacers. Insert here and sand. So I'm going to look at this really quick here. Okay, so it says that I'm supposed to put that there. Put that ring there. Oh, here's the complicated parts. Something's not right here. All right, so the next part is the next intricate part, and that is the main fuselage, which is this piece right here. So I got to cut this out here. This is an important piece right here. Okay, so that is this all wraps around the main fuselage. So let me get that main fuselage. This is the main fuselage right here. How we doing here? How's everybody doing? Almost time to fire up the pallet stove in the shed. Colder weather coming this week. Yeah, I'm winterizing the pool tomorrow or this week. All right, so this has to be attached here. So I'm going to tape a little bit right here. Then we're going to wrap this all the way around. Now, this is the very hard part that has to be done perfect. Okay? This all has to be cut correctly. And so what you have to do is you're going to have to push All right. Now, at least a 1/4 inch. Oh, they want me to mark that too. You know what I'm going to do? I need a marker. All right, let's mark this. It wants me to mark these. Let's put these here just in case. At least a 1/4 inch. Glue together. Oh, I know what they want me to do. All right, so this descent stage mark, and so they want that a 1/4, leave 1/8 from the top edge. Huh. 1/8 from the top edge. Let's see. Next, apply the housing glue along the 2 longest edges of the gear housing as shown in illustration. Glue it to the body tube so that the front of the housing exactly 1/8 from the forward end of the descent tube. Also, make sure that the sides of the housing are next to the alignment marks that you put on the tube. Do the same in the remaining 3 housing gears. Straight pins can be used temporarily to hold the assembly. Next, insert one of the landing gear into the maintenance hole. Apply glue around each joint. Oh, I see. See, I'm a type of guy that I'm a visual guy when I'm building things. And because of my dyslexia, I'm terrible at reading instructions. I really am. If you show me how to play a game, I can play it then. But if I have to read instructions, I remember when I got Man of War and I was demoing it in the store, I literally had to read the instructions 50 times. Okay? Should I call? No, I know what to do. I just, if I go through this and have a visual in my head how this goes, I don't need this instructions. Okay? And that's what I'm doing. I'm going through all these pages and kind of getting a visual in my head of how this thing's all assembling. Okay? Because now I know how that. See, here's a good picture of the whole rocket. See now, but see right here, it shows that cut out. But see over here, it doesn't show cut out. It shows it's still there. Same thing over here. See the instructions. See right here, it shows the rubber bands, but here it does not show the rubber bands. It's not the greatest instructions on the planet. Because right here, it doesn't show rubber bands, but right here it does. And back over here, it doesn't show them, but it shows it right here. It shows them hanging off. See those rubber bands right there? But they don't show them right here. And so, now obviously I know what I'm doing. Now, he was right about these lining the tubes up, which isn't. That's why I'm kind of looking at this again and getting a better picture. Because, see, when I take these off, I'll show you here. I'm going to cut these. I can't do that. I just would rather cut this on a flat surface. All right, so I'll take this off. I'll show you what I'm talking. I'll show you where these go on here, and then we're gonna call it a day here. I'm at an hour right now, which I said I'd be 1 hour, and that's what I was gonna do is 1 hour. I'll just show you what I'm doing. So we're cutting this. Now, see, it says to have a 1/4 inch here, but that you can't because okay. So these then are gonna go right here. These are going to go right here like this. You see that? And they're going to go right inside that. And so that's where then the landing gear then is going to go inside of here. See that? How that operates? And now drop down. But it has to freely move. And so I have to sand. Once I get this, I'm going to glue these and then sand them. Because right now they're not, it's not level. So I need to sand this. See, and there's a little extra balsa on this side. Uh-oh, there he is again. Oh no, here he goes. Now what?
All right. The wider part goes to the bottom of the rocket.
I mean the white.
You may have glued. Let me turn the sound off so I can still see where you're at, so you can show me.
No, I've got these. I've got these right.
Show me that piece in your hand.
Yeah, see, that's exactly the way this piece is.
Well, the big part goes at the bottom.
I know it does.
Okay. When you had it. So
Oh no, the one I did glue these a couple of these wrong, so I have to switch them.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that
shoot.
the one you're showing right now to the.
No, I know. Wonder how I did that. See, I'm doing this when I'm talking on the phone, and can I break these apart? Yeah.
You just kind of slide your knife and you re-glue it.
Oh, really?
So yeah, the opening is the.
No, I know that. I don't think it makes that much difference, but.
Well, it's going to be interesting getting this thing pieced together. You probably
Shoot.
The next time it's done.
Dang it. How did I do that? Darn it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Darn it. How did I glue those? There we go. All right, I got it. I'll just put some glue on that and re-glue that.
Just get them back together and call it a night. I would.
No, this is a pretty cool kit. I like building these things. I think they're kind of cool.
This is a fun one, and it's really cool. You're kids will like it when you launch it. It does have it's got a big 18, I think it's an 18-inch parachute. Because you got to get it to come down slow so you don't put too much pressure on the leg. So it doesn't go very high. It'll shoot up. It won't go very high, and it goes up pretty slow because it's a heavy rocket. So it's kind of cool to watch it go up. And then when it comes down, the big parachute will drop it down slow, and it'll land on its legs.
Yeah, that'll be kind of cool. Why, have you already built one of these?
Oh, we had them. We had a couple of these when we were kids. These were our favorite. This was our favorite one when we were kids.
So
I got 2 of them at the house.
So this is an Atlas then? It was made by Estes?
Yeah, this was an Estes. This was so Estes, they did their 1 to 5 was their ranges for hardness. I think this was a 4. It might have been a 5. Definitely a 4. The only rocket I ever built that was harder to build than this was the original Saturn V from Estes.
Oh, I built that when I was in the Navy, the Saturn V. Holy moly.
Yeah.
That took me forever. And I launched it and I lost it.
That's the first time you launched it?
Now, I can't remember if I lost it. I was in the Navy and I don't even know if I launched it because I built it when I was on patrol, after patrol. And I don't know if I launched it or not. But that was...
Yeah, I never launched mine from that I built as a kid. The Saturn V just took too much time to build. I didn't want it to wreck. Kind of like my slot cars. I don't drive them because I don't want to wreck them.
Unbelievable.
So, anyway. All right, well, it's a good rocket to build. You're doing good.
Oh, thank you. I've got your approval. I've got your approval. Good
Your
grief.
#1 approval.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm glad I signed on to this. I'm up at the cottage and we just finished eating.
You what?
I was coming in late. I'm up at the cottage. We just finished eating. I didn't know you were on, and I came out here getting ready to get on the ice pack for my back. And, he's on. I came around.
Your ice
What
pack?
I did. Yeah, my back's all out of whack again. So, you got your teeth issue. I got my back issue. Except for your teeth issue is pretty much fixed.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, good show. I'll keep an eye on you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, talk to you later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, he's right about these landing. I did these. For some reason, I got them all screwed up. I don't know how I did that. Dagnabbit. But a good modeler can fix his problems. And I don't say that I'm an expert modeler, but I'm a good modeler. So I have to cut these off. Ah. Once I get it all spray painted, it'll all be fine. Of course, it's not what I wanted to get done tonight. All right, those are all fixed. Okay, guys, thank you. I hope this was an enjoyable night. Oh, wow, 18 people. Well, I thought more people would watch, but I guess people don't want to watch me building model kits. I think everybody's more excited about slot cars. But, you know, that's... that's the way it is, I guess. We'll probably be going live tomorrow. Thanks for the stream. No, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all my fine friends. Yes, he's doing a good job. Enjoy. Hang up phone. Re-glue Kim. That's why they make EA glue. Break it apart. Other way, Brian. Other way, Brian. Same here. Same here. UNM. Robert Fish. Looks like a great show. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching my live stream. We had a good show in Vegas. Awesome show in Vegas, actually. Got a ton of orders. Oh, my goodness. A lot of dealers. Very exciting. I'm extremely excited. I'm kind of overwhelmed tomorrow. We're going to be super busy tomorrow. I got a ton of orders I have to ship. Oh, my goodness. I'm losing Daniel in 2 weeks. Daniel's going back down to Mexico to get his wife. His wife is expecting on January. I think Kathy wants to go down when she has the baby. So I'm going to have a little Mexican grandchild. I told you guys about the wetback joke? Does anybody want to hear the wetback joke? That the joke about Mark. Did I tell you that story, guys? Okay. I will call Ryan when I get home to see if I should come down and give you guys a hand. Yeah, wait till Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Does anybody want me to tell you the Mexican joke? If not, I'm just going to sign off. Let's hear it. Okay, so Mark is getting very big. He's like 6'1" right now, but he's very heavy. And one day, this is so funny. We're in the living room, okay, or in dining room and everything. Mark comes up and he goes, well, I just don't understand why I'm sweating so much. My back, Dad, is always sweating. And I go, and I couldn't pass it up because you know how I am. Everything's levity, you know, everything's just and I go to Mark, I go, Mark, don't you understand? How do you think the term Mexican wetback got started? And he goes, oh my goodness, that's right. He started laughing. It was the funniest thing because he said, Dad, I'm just sweating. I cannot stop sweating. And I go, I'm sorry, Mark, but you know, you're half Mexican, Mark. So you're going to have to deal with it. So now I have a Mexican daughter-in-law, very beautiful. Her name is Jessie, and pretty soon you guys will see her up here because Daniel's going to be moving her up here because they're going to live around here. So Daniel's going to work. Everybody's going to be working for me. It's crazy. So and they're having their baby in. And when will they be moving to Ohio? Probably once we get. See, it's all about the immigration. I mean, you know, 1 million people can cross the border, but it's going to take a year for her to get into the country. Believe me, I'm like losing my mind. Okay, so we have to wait for all of the rigmarole and paperwork and all that crud. So this is going to go on here like this. When I glue these, then I'm gonna coat these, and then I'm gonna sand them like 100 times, and put this stuff on it. Super coat. Okay, guys, I want to thank everybody for watching our live stream. God bless, and everybody have a great evening. And thank you very much for watching my live stream. Don't forget to hit the notification bell button, the like button, and to share it with your friends. I don't know if they like it or not, but and we might be doing some live streams this week. Ryan will or Tim will be here on Thursday for race night and auction night. We're going through all these cars that I bought of a collection of 1,000. I'm going to take my teeth out because they're beginning to annoy me. I had Sunday school lesson this morning, and I had to put in polygrip because when I was at the show, I had to have polygrip to hold the teeth in while I'm talking a lot because, you know, I talk a lot. And so after a while, they do get annoying. I like to take them out once in a while. So anyway, all right. See, I just keep talking. That's the problem. Anyways, hasta la vista,